time I see you, you make my heart say.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Guys, it's 4:30 in the morning and yes, I'm on here making a video. So I was talking to a young lady earlier today and we usually we talk pretty regularly and we talk about life, current events, and also YouTube. Things that we see there, things that we see anywhere. So while I was talking to her, I saw another YouTuber, shout out Nosy Bystander, love you. Yesterday I was on her live, and so I was asking this other young lady, hey, do you know about her channel? She was like, no, not really. I said, okay. Well, anyway, she was talking about the Latruth, something about the Latruth couple. So I saw a little bit of it, but then I didn't pay attention. I went in there kind of to be nosy, but by the time I got on there, she was actually about to get off. And I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I really don't like them. Really, I don't like them because I'm not into jokes and they are pranksters. Like, that's what I really saw them as. Everything that I saw from them was about pranks. Then I heard he was, that he did music. Then I heard she, had a boutique. And then next thing I know, he's got cancer. And apparently him and his brother both ended up getting stomach cancer. So, I felt for him then. I used to see a lot of updates on TikTok. And so that's where I got reacquainted with them because I hadn't seen them in a while. Anyway, so as this day started going by, I just kept seeing everybody talk about him. And then when Cheesy over there talked about him, I think it's called the Chisholm Report. When I saw him talk about him, I was like, oh, look, this is some serious shit. He done made it to the Cheese Report. Like, what's going on? So, I'm bringing to you what I know. First of all, I have seen videos and different posts on social media from him, from family members, as well as people who used to work in their home as like a housekeeper. His ex-wife, who he has a child with, ex-girlfriend who he has a child with, also spoke out, and she said that he actually used to beat on her and that he actually pulled a gun on her while they was together. So, what I have gotten from all the information that I have thus far, and what I am going to do is put these clips together and put them all together and present them to you guys in a video intensive will be done a little bit later. But I just wanted to give you an idea for those who may know them and for those who don't. You may be interested in the story. Well, like I said, these are both social media, I guess you would call them I'll just call them an influencer, because I don't know if they're considered celebs or not. They both do pranks. Like I said, he does music, and he did just have a bout with stomach cancer. Apparently, from her words now, she says that he has always been abusive, that it was emotional abuse at first, and then it started to be physical abuse. So there was an incident that happened that they were in a room. She said she was watching a television show, and I guess they kind of was aggravated with one another. So she made a comment to him, and he responded to her comment by saying, talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, about some man who stepped outside of his marriage. Talking about, yeah, I'm finna step outside. I'm finna step outside. Now, one of the things that, you know, people keep saying is that he is very much older than her. So, you know, a lot of times when a guy dates somebody younger, there's a little bit of manipulation involved. You know, you want to date somebody younger because they'll be more submissive to you. They'll listen better, etc., etc. Anyway, so he said to her that he will step outside the marriage. So she was like, what did you say? You know, and he repeated himself. So she said, you know, I'm not really worried about that because this guy wasn't really doing that. The guy that you're referring to on the show. He says, well, that's all right. It don't matter because some woman on the show be in my DMs and basically trying to say that she's with, you know, she want the smoke, basically. So for a lot of people, that just means that she would be interested in talking to me if I made the choice to talk to her. So she said that he has 2 computers and 2 phones. So she picked up one of the phones. And so when she picked up the phone, she's got his password. She started looking in there and she did start seeing conversations, not with this particular lady though, with someone else. So anyway, he sees her going into the phone. So he goes to try to get his phone from her. Long story short, they end up tussling. And she said that, you know, she ended up giving him his phone back. Then she grabbed one of the computers. Same thing, you know, he ended up trying to pull it back. But he took something that was long. She said as long as her car. And she said with the computer, she actually ran to the closet. That he took whatever this thing was and was hitting on the head with it. Well, when she put her hand up to try to stop from getting hit, because he hit her one time, when he went to hit her again with whatever this was, she said she put her hand up and that it broke her finger. Now, some of the video that I saw, you know, when you look, you don't see her favoring her finger. But this is the story that she said that happened. Well, by this time, she calls her dad, which is in the house. They are in this house that she said they just moved to. So the dad comes. She goes downstairs. The 2 men get to arguing, and I guess she calls the police. Well, he has a little bit of video on this, and she has a little bit of video on this. Like I said, I'm going to do a more detailed video later with those 2 pieces of data in it. I just want to get some more information about it before I put all of that together. One thing that I do know about this couple, he is saying that it was not abuse. She is saying that it was. The father, she went live on one of her social media accounts, and the father backed her story. His family is saying that he's never been abusive. His ex is saying that he was abusive. Now, the daughter that he has with the ex is actually living with them. And when I say them, Miss Latruth and Mr. Latruth. His real name, I think, is Raymond Hampton, I think it is. It's either Raymond Hampton or Robert Hampton, but Latruth is not his real name. Anyway, so the daughter that he has with this other woman is actually living with them. But what happened is when they split up, the little girl went with Miss Latruth, which is Brianna, instead of staying with her dad. She wanted to be with her stepmom. So that's who she's with. They have a child together. And then Miss Latruth, Brianna, has, I think, 3 kids of her own prior to the one that they have together. So it's like 5 kids involved in this situation. Now, one of the things that I hated is that she is trying to prove herself, because at first she put out a video just saying we we broke up, we're going to be broke up, and that's just going to be that, right? But then she comes and says that we are, I'm going to try to prove myself because he is lying on me. So I am going to talk about it, because at first she said she didn't want to bash him or talk about him. But now she says that he keeps coming out in line, so she wants to put information out about it. Now, like I told y'all, what I know about this couple is that they do a lot of pranks. A whole lot of pranks. I looked at the video that was put out of them supposedly being upstairs. I saw the video of the father and him fussing back and forth. It did not look like they was really fighting. And I never saw the police come, nor when she, when she was telling her dad, come on, don't worry about it. Her finger wasn't being favored in any way. Okay? But that don't mean she lying. That don't mean she lying. Now, it's hard to take these people serious when all they do is joke, especially when he came out to say this was a skit. And out of all of this tussling, the only thing that she said that she hurt was her finger. But she said she's got to go to an orthopedist to get her finger fixed. So, there's that. She didn't really show us anything upstairs. She didn't record anything upstairs. Like, we didn't see anything with them actually fighting. So, it's like you don't know who to believe. And that's why so many people are going back and forth about this story, because they just don't know what to believe. These people are notorious for pranks. As a matter of fact, I don't even know nothing about the man's music. All I ever knew about him is that they did pranks. But she used to always act so, I don't know the word to use. It was just something about her that I didn't feel. And then him, he used to act like he was an A-list celebrity. Boy, simmer the hell down. Shit, you was not all that. I did feel bad for him when he got, sick, because he was skinny as hell, Lord Jesus. But still, I just didn't know what to think. So that's where I am. I want to have more time to kind of really figure out is this a prank, because he said it's a prank because this month is the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So he said that's why he did it. She did a video and she had her son talk about what or when he's had to come and basically kind of open the door or run in the room and rescue her when they were arguing or something. So I would hope that she is being sincere. She definitely seems like she is sincere about this. She definitely seems like she's just at a point that she's fed up, and that maybe she's at a point that who we thought she was, she really wasn't that person, that arrogant person, and that she's really a humble woman and just loved her husband and did what she was told to do, because they said that he was so controlling. He used to write statements and stuff for her that he wanted her to say and different things of this nature. So, I mean, I find the whole situation, the whole story interesting. And out of all and that's the weird thing about it. You see these people, everything, just like with Neo and his wife. Everything was so, cookies and cream, and then all of a sudden, he's cheated on me 2 and 3 times, and I'm leaving him. And she just had another baby by him. It's like everything is perfect, and then bam, what the hell are these people be doing? Like, why would you keep having kids with him if you know he out here cheating? I mean, because you don't know where you going with this relationship long term. So now you got 3 freaking kids, unless she was making them her latchkey kids that, kept her in the money. I don't know, because some people do that. But this is something else I want to bring up. When Miss Latruth, Brianna, put her post up about them deciding to separate. The statement that she made was almost word for word what it was it Tia or Tamara that just broke up with a man. Whichever one, the Hardwick one. I think it's Tia. When I say word for word, we've decided to go our separate ways. This is a hard decision. I've always been honest with you guys, and I'm going to be honest even now. Blah, blah, blah. This, and I'm like, did she just go to the girl page and copy what the hell she said? Like, what the hell really going on? So I just don't know what to think, y'all. I don't know what to think. I hope this ain't no joke. I mean, I don't want her to be abused. I don't want her to have to go through anything. No one deserves that. But I hope they aren't faking for the gram, as they say, with this story. And he really just did a skit that she's just trying to push too far. I mean, that would be awful. She involved her dad. She involved her sister. She involved her child. That's a lot. And I mean, the ex done came out talking about he done pulled a gun on her. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's all I can say. Y'all, I'm going to do more investigating into this, and I'm going to come back with you guys later on with the update, because I saw everything, but I need to try to figure out the hierarchy of this. And it's like you've never heard anything about them having issues, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's been hell for years. Oh, Lord. What the hell be wrong with these folks? Why lie then? They really don't owe us as public people anything. That's the truth. They don't owe us shit. They don't owe us to tell us their business. But if you choose to make a conscious effort to be a public individual, be honest about it. That's all we could ask for. We can't ask for everything. We can't ask for nothing. But we should expect honesty. So, but then again, what does that mean? Because maybe they was just trying to work their stuff out, and that's why they didn't publicize it. And honestly, what goes on behind closed doors is behind closed doors. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to try to get more information. I'm going to try to figure this story out. And what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is put the facts together. I'm going to put everything together that I have available, and I'm going to present it to you. And you guys can tell me what you think, okay? Let's start there. We're going to discuss this in the comments. Anything you guys may know, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to also get, like I said, all the data that I have. I'm going to put it into one video. We're going to present it all, and we can just do it as a premiere, and we'll talk about it. Okay? So that's where we're going to start from right now. So look for that to come within the next 24 hours. Let me know, guys, like I said, below, any information that you guys may have. And in the meantime, please like, comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you in the next video. Bye.